You on the computer?
Welcome to Degenerates plus 3 boys. And in consideration and subsidiarization with the next gen, the Gen Sports Network, I'm your host with the mosts, Antony Paisan. Of course, with me, I got Mitchy Steez in the house. And as always, we're stuck with a boy, Lenny. Boys, how are you doing tonight on this fine Wednesday evening?
Doing fantastic, Ant. It's the holiday season. Some might even say it's the happiest season.
Happiest time of the year, maybe.
No pun intended. Happiest season. Great movie. Great football.
Oh,
later. Anyway, Lenny, how you doing?
Dude, we're doing great. I got a little drink over here. Got a little drink, and we got some food.
Yeah, Lenny's a dog. He eats food out of a dog bowl.
Dogs eat, baby. Dogs eat.
That's a dog bowl. He says, "What do you eat? Is that just chicken, rancid chicken breast?"
Dude, it's an enchilada, man. Chicken in a wrap and some other stuff.
You're eating a what?
An enchilada.
I'm pretty positive that's not how it's pronounced. By the way, before we get started with the show, Lenny, can you go ahead and spell enchilada for us, if that's okay with you?
Do my hands up as I'm doing it?
Hands up. Enchilada.
ENCHILADA, I think, ish.
I think you actually, did you get that right?
Close.
We'll have to go back and fact check. I think
he
added an extra A in there, but I'm not sure.
I don't know. The ending.
You can't pronounce it is the moral of the story. Anyways, boys, by the way, a little moment of silence. First and foremost for my parlay this weekend. But second, also, Lorenzo. We had him as a host, as a special guest, this week to join the show. Lorenzo Bendijo. That's a Sicilian name. And, he fucking died. He died right before the show, Mitchy. Any commentary on that? Or is that's what I heard at least. Do you have any extra added comments for that?
Yeah, tell you what, I haven't heard from him, so it really just leads us to speculate. And I got to tell you, he's in the fantasy football championship in our league, and a big-time upset for me because of the Pittsburgh Steelers, which we'll get to. I'm playing him in the championship. He was all set up to be the guest. I don't know.
Backed out last second. Backed out last second. You hate to see it. But he's a good kid, though.
Anthony, before we get into that, what are you drinking, man? What are you drinking? We got what Richie was drinking. We got what Lenny was drinking. What are you drinking?
We're drinking a little, and the fans are going to love this. I'm up in Rochester. I'm visiting our number one super fan, Brady. Great guy, friend of the show. He's doing some of the sound work back there. But gave me a Genesee up here in New York. Genesee. In New York, I guess they call it a Jenny. So for you Jennies out there, I'm drinking a Jenny for the Jenny boys. How does that sound? That sounds good to me. Over here having a little drinky poo, and out of a fancy glass too. I will say I always think it makes the beer taste better when you do that. I got a little would you rather here question, boys, for you if that's okay with you. Lorenzo, may he rest in peace. He actually gave us the idea for this one. Would you rather? All right. Would you rather have Ben Roethlisberger's physique, or would you rather be the girl that Ben Roethlisberger, I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and scrap that joke. I don't like that one. Would you rather have Ben Roethlisberger's physique, or would you rather be a Jets fan, boys? Lenny, how about you go first?
Given some consideration into it, I think first take, would rather have Big Ben's physique, because I could eventually lose it and get back into shape. Jets fans, there's just no hope for them. So I got nothing for the
Great
guys.
Commentary. That's good stuff. What about you over there, Mitchy?
Yeah, I tell you what, Ann, I got a take on this, but I love Lenny's take there. I didn't know that a would you rather come with a caveat to where you could change the conditions. I'd rather have Roethlisberger's physique and then lose the physique. I think the point is.
Well, dude, I mean, if his physique has gotten a couple Super Bowl rings, so it's like.
Absolutely. By the way, Lenny, can you do us a favor and spell physique for the fans, if that's okay with you? Hands up, by the way. Hands up. Can you spell physique?
Yep. PHYSIQUE. There we go.
Second try, got it. Nice.
Not bad. First try, not great. All right. By the way, we had a really by the way, I think I'd rather be Ben as well, because being a Jets fan is just suicide. That's terrible.
Hey, I think I'm gonna weigh in here. I'm glad that you scrapped that initial would you rather, because that was going down a dark path.
Accused accusations.
There is I would rather have almost any other situation than Roethlisberger's anything. He's a disgusting human being.
Piece of shit.
And fortunately, I hate to say this about my Bengals, but it's not that different being a Bengals fan than being a Jets fan. So 100% I'd have to take being a Giant. I hate that, right? I love my Bengals. I'd rather, have my hometown team. But Roethlisberger's disgusting, fat. Does anybody look worse out there?
He's an ugly guy. By the way, I will say this. We were coming up with a couple would you rathers for this week. Lenny gave me a couple ideas. He was like, would you rather be Carson Wentz in 2018 and have your backup win the Super Bowl, or be Dak in 2020 and that? And I was like, okay, would I rather win a Super Bowl, or would I rather have a disgusting compound fracture where my leg splinters into 6 pieces? Yeah, I think I'll take the first one. That was just a dumb, stupid fucking.
I'm gonna come to the defense of you here, Lenny, and I'll say that's somewhat fair, because what I'll tell you is the Cowboys were not good when Dak was playing, but their offense was very, very good. Ooh. And he's wanting that big contract. And as soon as he got hurt, the worse the Cowboys looked, the better it looked for him getting that big time deal. And look where Carson Wentz is now, right? It's as soon as they won the Super Bowl, it's like, is Wentz the guy? Is Wentz the guy? Oh no, he sucks. He sucks. And it turns out he does.
Yeah, I love it. By the way, Lenny, I love the body language, how you're just leaning on your hand like that. You're super interested in being here. We really appreciate your full attention. By the way, I will say this. Side note. Last week when the Bills beat the Broncos to win the AFC East for the first time in a quarter century, I called up Lenny. I'm like, dude, this is great news. He's a huge Bills fan, as you guys know, right? And he goes, oh yeah, I'm not watching the game right now. I'm out fucking Christmas shopping. That's what he said, word for word. I'm out Christmas shopping, not watching the game. Lenny's a huge Bills fan.
Yeah, I am. Big time.
Yeah, big time. And second opening question before we open it up for the picks and stuff, guys. I got a question for you. Who's a better female kicker, Kareem Hunt or Sarah Fuller? Mitchie, what about yourself? Let's go first on that
one. Oh, that's tough. I got to tell you, I'm going to say Sarah Fuller. Tugs at the heartstrings. I mean, that first kickoff, everyone would say, oh, man, she barely got it, whatever. That was a directional kick where she gave them no chance to return. The time she got a chance to kick a field goal, what did she do? Right through the uprights. Fuller all day.
I like it. And we're just going to go ahead and skip Lenny on that one. General commentary, by the way, boys, before we open it up. I know, Mitch, you won the Super Bowl this last week. Pretty much that was the game of the century for you. Any commentary on that? Juju Smith, Poo-Poo Smith-Schuster. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I tell you what, fellas, the most unexpected and beautiful night of this football season. My Bearcats also finished the season undefeated. They're getting screwed over. College football playoff is ridiculous, and there's no chance for, these teams unless you're named, Alabama, Ohio State, whatever. But the Bengals, I mean, Ryan Finley, I was saying going into the game, the only way they could have any type of chance is we have to just see a completely different version of Ryan Finley than anybody has ever seen. And we did. I tell you what, the guy constantly looks like he's grimacing / smiling. There's a photo on Instagram of him at the bottom of the pile after he snuck for a first down, and he's smiling directly at the camera. He's so perfect. It was so amazing. I hate the Steelers so freaking much. Juju's doing a little dancey dance, as the kids are saying these days. He's tick-tocking on the middle of the field when they just lost 2 in a row. Like, get ready to play some football. And he gets smacked in the mouth by Von Bell. The Bengals have gotten pummeled in every feasible way by the Steelers for basically my entire life. And, this is one of the worst teams we've had in a while, but that defense is getting better. And I tell you what, we bullied the Pittsburgh Steelers. Beautiful. Almost 3 years to the day, fellas, that the Steelers last came into Paul Brown and embarrassed us. They came back from down 17. The same Juju, not cheap-shotted, perfect, whatever you want to say about him, but he cheap-shotted him, helmet to helmet, stood over him, and it's just payback in the most beautiful way.
Yeah, Poo-Poo Smith-Schuster. I like it. Yeah. By the way, boys, I just want to say this before we jump into the picks. I'm on a fucking heater. It is dialed up. I am dialing up the heat. Boop, boop, bop, boop, beep. Call them up. I'm dialed up. Last week, 9-1, boys. 9-1. I cannot be beat. I'm the greatest gambler of all time. Mitchie, last week as well. You've been dropping some poopers, some pooperoos this season. You had a 5-2 week last week. Great job, buddy. You have the picks. And Lenny, you fucking stink. 4-3. Not great, but it's still over 500. So last week was Vegas got fucked last week. Total records on the season. Antony Paisan at 17-11. That's a pretty spicy record, if I do say so myself. Lenny at 14-11, and Mitchy, a little bit of a bounce back week, 10-14. Not great. And our celebrity shots, 3-5 on the season, by the way. And mortal locks, I will say this, boys, I am the mortal lock king, undefeated. In the ones I've won, 1-0 last week. Lenny took the Steelers minus 12.5. That was a great pick as your mortal lock. And Mitchy, 1-1 last week. I'm not sure why you picked the 49ers, but what was your other one? The Dolphins last week?
Yes.
That was a good pick. Good pick. Let's jump into the picks, boys. Vikings Saints, a little SAF. Saturday afternoon football. This is the indoor Cats game of the week, sponsored by our friends at Liberty Mutual Insurance. Liberty. Big time friends of the show. They pay a lot of my bills. We love having them as a sponsor. The line right now, Saints -7. Total 51.5. Lenny, why don't you kick us off here? I know you've been putting a lot of work into your write-ups this week. Very well prepared. What do you like in this game, buddy?
Yeah, so I do like the Saints -7 because Drew Brees is back. They're going for a playoff push. Vikings, I don't know. They are going to bring the heat because they're just going to bring the heat in general. But I don't think with Drew Brees back, the boys back in town, the Saints got this one locked up.
Cool, I like it. Great pick, Mitchy. What do you like here? I know you're a big total kind of fella. Vikings, Saints. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I do like to look at the totals. This one is it's a little weird. I like the New Orleans Saints. I like them coming off of first game with Drew Brees back. He starts to get the feel of it again a little bit. He can't throw the ball down the field to say the least like he used to be able to, but he's still Drew Brees, and they're gonna smack him. I like the Saints -7 here. The Vikings are gonna bring the heat, I guess, whatever that means. They are just a weird, ugly football team. The Chicago Bears killed them last year. I love Mike Zimmer. He's a great coach, but Kirk Cousins just not getting it done. Saints -7.
Here's what I'm going to say, boys. I'm going to dial up the heat on this one. Look at the light. I'm in the light, baby. Here's what I'm going to say about this. Drew Brees, he's frail. Drew Brees is frail. I get scared at looking at Drew Brees in that pocket. He looks like that, when you played football when you were a kid, he looks like that little neighborhood boy a few grades below you that, like, he didn't have any friends his own age, so he kind of joined your group when you guys played, like, backyard football and stuff, and the boys would just throw him around like a rag doll for fun. We kind of beat up on the little neighborhood. He just looks like a little neighborhood boy kid, right? He's just a little fella. He's a cutie pie. I think about my ribs when he's standing in the pocket. I think he's going to get turned into dust if he gets hard enough. I fear for the man's safety. That being said, this Saints team is good. That defense is pretty solid. They weren't good enough to beat the Chiefs last week because I cashed a big fat bet, boys. Biggest bet of my life. Locked it in. It was money in the bank. The Vikings, I think, officially stink now. They just lost the Bears, which is pretty much the litmus test for whether or not you stink. Final score in this game is going to be 34-20, boys. I want the Saints. I want the over. I want the over in this game. I want the Saints. I want the over. I'm hot. You're going to want to tail those if you want to get some winners there. That was a solid first pick, boys. I think that leads us into a pretty solid transition here into Lenny's tweet of the week. All right, Lenny. Do you have any commentary on your tweet, Lenny, before we get to it?
Negative.
Do you remember what you tweeted?
Also negative.
Okay, well, here's what I'll say. Mitchie, I know you brought this to my attention. I left my reading glasses at home, so bear with me. But Lenny Jets, L Jets, BBF this week. Let me be the very first to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas. I love this time of year. There's so much to be grateful for. Family, football, the boys, great food, sports gambling, and life in general. I know it can be a difficult time of year for some, and my thoughts are with you if so. Hopefully the Degenerates +3 sports program brings a small smile to your face and brightens your day on occasion. Incredibly thankful for Ant and Mitchy Steez for their unwavering support and friendship throughout the years. Have an awesome Christmas and an even better New Year, everybody. Lenny, I got to tell you what, buddy. That's a positive step in the right direction. You got any commentary on that tweet of the week?
Yeah, I just said what I meant. I tweeted what I meant.
Cool. So that's all. You don't have any added like.
No, I think what I said is what I said.
So what do you think the last couple weeks? Because did you also mean those?
No, those were just I was kind of hammered off. I had too many brewskis, and it slipped out.
Okay. Well, Mitchy, I'm not sure if you can read a room or not, but I'm trying to set them up to like where we make them feel good, positive recognition. Any commentary, Mitchy, coming from a known anti-Semite?
I gotta say, it's a hard 180, but appreciate you, Lenny. We are rooting for you to keep. I would say this is step one on the path to recovery. So
yeah,
the first step is to.
It's not normally what I tweet, okay, but everybody's got to change somewhere.
Okay,
you know,
let's just move on. This is dragging. But Mitchy, I tell you what. Let's have Lenny ride this high of positive recognition around friends with a spelling question. Lenny, I'm going to need you to put your hands up in the air. Go ahead and spell for us. Your hands are not in the air yet, by the way. You're going to want to go ahead and put those up. Go ahead and spell for us, buddy, for the fans. They need to know. How do you spell mischievous?
Mischievous?
No, it's not pronounced mischievous. Mischievous.
Michivious.
That was not even close, buddy.
Yep. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure.
You want to give it another try?
No, I said what I meant.
Okay, well, what you meant was wrong and wasn't coherent and stupid. So
it goes mischievous.
Yeah, so it's spelled Mischievous. You were off by at least 4 letters.
Sounds like what I said.
Yeah, not even close. Mitch, any commentary on that before we move on? This is just stupid.
Yeah, so on the two spelling challenges, we had physique, where he started with PS. Then we had mischievous, where he started with MIC.
MIS. Miss.
We need to get a buzzer that just actually probably not. We want to see how many letters he can get.
Yeah. I don't want to call him dumbest guy that's ever lived, but we're gonna move on. Dolphins Raiders, Mitchy. Let's have you kick this one off here. Dolphins Raiders. We haven't asked for any weather picks yet. I know Lenny's been prepared on that. Line is -3. Miami is going to Las Vegas. Total is at 47.5. Who do you like in this game? Who's going to win this game?
Yeah, I tell you what, I like the Las Vegas Raiders +3. I think it's going to be a very, very close game. And as much as one of our dear friends of the show, B. Flan, loves the Dolphins. Excuse me, the Dolphins. +3 for the Raiders. I think it's going to be very close. These are very similar teams, and I got to say this is I hate to say it, sprinkle the money line game of the week. I think the Raiders might win this thing outright, and unfortunately, end the Dolphins season. They are trending in the right direction. Tua Tagovailoa is looking better and better. They got a lot of promise for the future. We know this isn't probably their year to really make a run. The AFC is really good. I think it might end for the Dolphins this week. I'm going to say Raiders +3 is my official pick, though.
Raiders +3.5 worked really well out for you last week as well. I'm sorry, -3.5 last week. Yeah, I know B-Flan's not going to be very happy with that pick, but we're going to consult him.
Yep.
Lenny, we should probably just have Lenny go first because he's probably just going to steal half the things you just said in his write-up, which is I just realized the bad idea of that. Lenny, give us your pick and try not to plagiarize too hard.
Yeah, great question. So I'm actually going to say the exact opposite. I'm going to say the exact opposite of actually what Mitchie just said, and go with Dolphins -3. And here's why: the Raiders coming off 2 losses. Don't think they're trending in the right direction there. Okay,
so one could say that, yeah. When you lose 2 games, they're not.
Yep. And the Dolphins, even though the Pats are not the Pats this year, they did just put up a great game against them, and I think they're going to continue rolling and like I said last time, bring the heat.
Now, Ant, I got a question for you. I know you and B Flan are very close, right?
Well, actually, yeah, because it's a big reason why we bond so well. We're both big Fins fans, yeah.
So yeah, you guys talk about the Fins a lot. Would you say they put up a great game? I watched a lot of that game. Hey, any win in the NFL, especially divisional, you knocked the Patriots out of the playoffs. That's huge. But was that a great game by them?
I mean, no, the defense looked great. Offense stinks.
The defense looked great, but Cam Newton is just standing back and throwing it straight into the ground. I mean, I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, Dolphins not. Yeah, so. Lenny, great pick, though. That's an awesome analysis. I love it. Here's what I'm going to say about this game, boys. You're going to want to jot this down because I've got the magic picks, obviously. It seems like we're covering the Dolphins every week, by the way, boys. What a shocker, right? Dolphins fan. I don't think the Fins are going to lose this game. The Fins are not going to lose this game. The Raiders absolutely need to have this game, all right? They're not going to get it. They're dead in the water. The Raiders stink. I picked Chargers plus 3.5 last week. I called correctly. They dropped a stinker last week. The Fins D is back, baby. We got Xavier Howard, number one ball hawk in the league right now. The man's on a mission. The defensive line is starting to get some pressure again. Here's what I'll say, boys. Death, taxes, and a Dolphins turnover. 20-plus straight games with a defensive turnover right now. I'm a little bit worried about Super Mario and that scrambled cheese egg Mariota back there, more so than Carr, but I think they hold up. I have to take him at -3 on the show, but I won't in IRL. I'm going to buy the 0.5 point for -2.5. This has push written all over it. Fins, -3. I'm also going to take the under here, boys. The Fins is going to shut down those Raiders offense, and our offense is not great as usual. So I can't see either team putting up more than 24 on this game. I want the Fins and the under, boys. I'm 4-0 already. I'm calling it right now. Solid pick. Solid pick. Mitch's movie time of the week. This is one of my favorite segments of the week, by the way. That last game, by the way, Mitchy, before you go into your pick, that last game, Dolphins-Raiders, that reminds me of Free Willy. Gives me some Ace Ventura, Pet Detective vibes. Maybe Pirates of the Caribbean, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Are you reviewing any of those movies this week? By the way, I've got a follow-up question after you answer that question.
I am not reviewing any of those. I'm reviewing a new flick that just came out.
Cool. Have you ever seen any of those movies I just mentioned?
I've seen Pirates of the Caribbean once.
Just the first one. There's like 7 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Mitch's movie.
I couldn't even confirm which one it was, but I saw one of them.
Yeah, the pirate guy, right?
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Give us your movie time. You got as much time as you want here, buddy. This is a great one. I'm gonna sit back and have a beer and relax.
Yeah. I tell you what, fellas, and to our fans, I saw a heck of a movie last night. It's called Happiest Season. All right, just came out. Christmas flick. I did not know what I was getting myself into. Turns out it's a lesbian love story. So we'll start with the cast here. Nice. We got some notables: Kristen Stewart. We got Daniel Levy, who I love from Schitt's Creek. Guy's hilarious. He's very, very funny in this as well. We got Allison Brie in there. She's known from The Community. And we have Aubrey Plaza as well, who I really like as April in Parks and Rec. So if you notice, not a movie guy, but I do watch a lot of the Netflix shows. I'm up on those. I've seen a bunch of series. Anyway, we got Harper and Abby, all right? They're lesbian lovers. That's Mackenzie Davis as Harper, Kristen Stewart as Abby, all right? And it starts off, they're in love, all right? And they're going home to Harper's family. She invites her, says, I want you to meet my family for Christmas. Wow. On the way there, Harper drops the bombshell on Abby that, hey, guess what? Remember several months back when I told you that I came out to my parents and I told them about you and how they took it so well? Well, guess what? Didn't do any of that shit. I didn't tell them.
Oh.
So Abby has to go to the family, of her lover that she's planning on asking for permission from the dad to marry. But she hasn't even come out yet. And she's hiding her, and it's really, really tough. There's a moment where you really want Abby, Kristen Stewart, to be with Riley, who is actually Harper's ex-girlfriend, okay? It's Aubrey Plaza. She's way more likable. She's like, hey, I just want to be myself. She's out. They're both out. Harper's not. The family's there. Shit hits the fan. Abby has a really tough time. And then also the dad, Victor Garber, all right, he plays Ted. He's running for some office. So if daughter's a lesbian, oh my God, what's going to happen, right? And they're this perfect family, right? The girls, there's 3 daughters. They're always trying to be perfect. That's why she had such a tough time coming out. And shit hits the absolute fan at this big holiday political party. And one of the sisters, they get in a fight. There's another secret that comes out about the other sister. And then she finds out that Harper is gay, that nobody knew, and she just blurts it out. Harper's a lesbian, and Abby's her girlfriend. Remember Abby, her roommate that just had nowhere to go for Christmas? That's actually her girlfriend.
Whoa.
Wild, wild, wild. And I tell you what, it is an up and down freaking tearjerker film. I sent a voice memo to Antony right afterwards. I was tearing up. And it was a really, really good message about be yourself, be comfortable in your own skin. She comes out and everything goes nuts. And the family finally acknowledges, man, we've been trying to make our kids perfect. We've been trying to make them perfect. And we've ruined everything by doing that. And basically, it comes out, and then the person that was going to sponsor Ted's political campaign calls him right at the end on Christmas morning and says, Ted, you got what it takes. You got what it takes to run for office. We're going to support your campaign. But as long as Harper, get this, fellas, as long as Harper adopts a don't ask, don't tell policy, right? Basically saying, hey, you can run, we'll support you, we'll fund you, but we're not telling anybody that your daughter's a lesbian. Ted, change of heart, life lesson. Hangs up the phone, he comes in, tells the family, it's not going to work out. Mm-hmm. Happily ever after. And I tell you what, I'm getting the goosies just thinking about it again. Great movie. Lots of laughs, a lot of serious stuff in there as well. But here's what I'll tell you. In case you don't know who this guy is, Daniel Levy right here, okay, in Schitt's Creek. The guy, he's Abby's best friend who's like calling her, being like, you deserve better, blah, 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 blah. Well, how's the trip to the family going? Abby's always, venting to him. He's fucking hilarious. All right, I don't want to give away too much, but it's a movie review, right? So
you just gave away the entire movie.
Yeah, I did. Well, I mean, I got to give you guys the plot. What am I supposed to talk about, right? I mean, it's a review, right? So you can fast forward through this. Mitchy right clicks. You said I had as much time as you want. Those are your famous.
I did say that. I did.
It did say that. It did say that. But guess what? He's watching Abby's pets while she's gone. All right, and I don't know, like dogs, cats, and there's also fish. And he accidentally lets one of the fish die. There's a really hilarious scene where he's on the phone. It sounds like something Ant would say. He's like, "Yeah, fish are doing great. I love them so much. Like this one fish. Now, if I wanted to get the exact same one, how would I go about doing that? It's pretty fun." Anywho, that's the review, fellas. I was nervous for it. I'll be honest, but I hope it did.
I tell you what, by the way, Mitchy, was there any in that movie? Was there any by chance any of that? Huh?
There were some intimate moments.
Nice. That's pretty cool. I like it.
I'm glad of that movie review because it sounds like I probably would have watched an hour and a half of something
I'm glad of that movie review. So,
I know. I'm saying it saved me a lot of time from probably.
Yeah, I'm not addressing that. I'm talking about the part where you can't speak in coherent sentences. That's the part.
I was just saying I'm glad of the movie review. It saved me a bunch of time.
Okay, so maybe
he was about to bash it.
Yeah, he was laughing. You hear him laughing at
it's a 2020 holiday movie. It's a woke and dope holiday movie.
I was not bashing it.
Well, drunk words, sober thoughts, and all that stuff. I love that movie review though, Mitchy. By the way, Lenny, real quick, what's 27 plus 69?
27 plus 69?
69. Hands up, by the way, because we know you're using your calculator. 27 plus 69.
27 plus 69. Let's see. That is 96.
Nice.
I gotta tell you what, he's coming through. I love it. Colts Steelers, boys. Great movie review, by the way, Mitchy. I love that. I was getting some goosey woosies over here as well. Colts Steelers, boys. Colts are laying 2 points in this game. They're going to Pittsburgh. I don't even want to fucking say that word anymore. I fucking hate the city of Pittsburgh. Colts Steelers. Colts -2. Totals 44.5. Lenny, of course, we're going to need a weather pick. So why don't you go first here? Colts Steelers. Lenny, where are you at?
Yep. So I love Colts -1.5.
Is that a question? Yeah. Or
No, it was a statement. The Steelers freaking suck. They lost my fantasy football league for me. Freaking
no one cares about Smith
and Eric Ebron. Yeah, nothing out of my history. But yeah, Colts -1.5. I do like that pick, and I also do like the over of 44.5 because the weather is 34 degrees. So they're used to playing that cold upstate, northeastern weather over there.
Yeah.
And 0% chance of rain. So the ball is going to be hard to catch. Not hard to catch, but like hard.
Hard
and
ball.
Yeah, hard ball. Yep, hard ball. And love the over, and it's Colts -1.5.
Holy shit, that stunk. Mitchy, hard ball. I love the over. It's going to be freezing cold in upstate. Northeast. It's going to be freezing cold. Hard balls. That equates for an over for sure.
Yes.
Do you want to clean
Nailed
it
it.
a little bit?
Yeah, to piggyback off that, I'll start by saying the Pittsburgh Steelers won me my fantasy football league. I know, Ant, you told me you wanted me to bring it up, and you cared about hearing about it.
I know. I actually love. Yeah, no, I know the fans care about your fantasy though, for sure.
Exactly. It took me right to the championship. It was beautiful. Also, I do agree with Lenny. Geographically speaking, Pittsburgh is my least favorite team up in the Northeast of the United States. Anyway, I don't like anything in this game, to be honest with you. And the reason why I don't like it is because I hate the Steelers so much, and everything is pointing towards they're collapsing, right? Loss. That's why I hate it. The only reason I'm taking the Colts is because I think it's going to be a really close game. It's going to be a one-score game, probably a field goal game. I think you're going to see a different version of the Steelers. Tomlin coaches to his competition typically, and I think they're going to keep it really close. And like I said, the only reason I'm going to for sure take the Colts is, like we talked about pre-show, and it looks like the obvious pick. And if it is, I got to take it this time because I do hate the Steelers. And I would feel really, really dumb if I went, oh, Steelers, even though I hate them, and then they lose their fourth game in a row and look like shit again. So Colts -1.5, but I will say I don't feel great about it.
That's a good pick. I love that pick. That's a great pick. I'd like to start off this pick, boys, just by very simply saying this. Steelers fans, anyone that's ever been to a Steelers game, anyone who lives in Pittsburgh or has ever visited Pittsburgh or has ever even said the word Pittsburgh, go fuck yourself. I fucking hate you. You're a scumbag, piece of shit. I had a 5-leg parlay this weekend, by the way, boys. Let me just read this out to you real quick. Chiefs money line, smashed it. Alabama -5.5, killed it. Packers -2.5, that's a lock. Bills +3.5. And what was the 5th leg of that parlay, boys? Steelers -2.5. The Steelers fucked me in the face last week. Monday Night Football. I never want to watch Monday Night Football ever again. And I also made some very other poor decisions when it came to that game. I don't want to talk about. But here's what I'm going to say, boys. Colts -2 is what I'm taking. And that's because that's out of spite. This is a big-time game for both teams because of playoff implications and seedings. Here's the thing, though, boys. The Steelers stink. The Steelers have no moxie. The Steelers have no confidence. The Steelers have no swagger. They've got nothing. They're a bunch of fucking bums. I fucking hate the Steelers. They're a bunch of scumbags. Poo-Poo Smith-Schuster is a scumbag. Give me the Colts -2, maybe -1.5, depending on what Lenny was talking about. I think the line may have adjusted at some point. By the way, shout out time here, boys. Shout out time. One of my favorite segments here. Mitchy, I know you always got great shout outs. Give us a shout out this week. Who do you want to give some extra love to?
Yeah, I tell you what, I have to – my shout-out is also an apology. I want to shout out the team that circles the wagons like nobody else in the National Football League. That is the Buffalo Bills. They are a good football team. I knew they were a good football team. I just felt like it was a letdown spot. I want to shout out our buddy Andy. I apologize. I was wrong. Not only did I had a good week, right? That was one of my 2 losses, 5-2, but – just being a sports fan with integrity, that should have counted for more than 1 loss. They absolutely shoved it down my throat. Wasn't even close. And I want to give a shout out to the entire Buffalo Bills organization. They got it rolling right now. Nobody wants to see them in the playoffs. Nobody wants to see a lot of the teams in the AFC, by the way, in the playoffs. That's going to be a wild, wild playoff.
It's going to be wild.
Wild.
Crazy.
Excited for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, I will say this about Buffalo. If you live in Buffalo, there's probably a 98% chance you're a dumb, fat, pasty, alcoholic, blotchy-faced piece of shit. Terrible city, and anyone who's ever been there is also a sack of shit. Lenny, I know you're a huge Bills fan. What was your shout-out for this week?
Yeah, I did definitely love the shout-out, Mitchy. Since being a Bills fan, I do like it.
Huge Bills fan.
Thank you.
Huge fan.
Yeah, you know what? I typically do my Christmas shopping anytime the Bengals are in the playoff hunt.
Yes, probably the best time to do it, to be honest. But my shout out this week goes to good old Saint Nick. He's going to be traveling the world here in a couple of days, and going to be delivering all the gifts to the boys and girls of the world.
Really?
So, and be doing a lot of traveling, a lot of miles, a lot of work needs to be done.
Holidays about our Savior Jesus Christ. So
he's the guy that gets it done.
Yeah, okay. Great shout out. Shout out Xavier and Creighton. They made me $200 tonight. I will say that, boys. Can I do a negative shout out? Can I shout out someone out for the wrong reasons, by the way, this week? Is that possible?
Absolutely.
Go for it. It's what you want to do.
Shout out for all the worst possible ways. How the fact that we have 50 fucking independent states in our union, and some of them have legalized sports gambling and some of them don't. All right? I live in a state where sports gambling is legal. And then I come up to New York to visit with my buddy Brady. We're coming up here having a good time. I go to check my DraftKings, sponsor, friend of the show. My geo tag says I'm in a state that doesn't allow me to bet. I'm a gambling addict and degenerate piece of shit. All right? The fact that I can't gamble in a state, what the fuck is the point? How the fuck do we live in the United States of America, but we got different, it's all politics. It's all bullshit. I can't place a fucking legal bet. What is it? Is it like a virtue thing? This New York's the most liberal cesspool piece of shit state in the union. And you're telling me I can't place it? Go fuck yourself. I have a problem, boys. So shout out politics, really. Giants.
And real quick, I just caught something that I should have brought up earlier. This is what Lenny texted me beforehand on headlines that we should cover. This was a report coming out of Denver. Okay. Broncos quarterback Drew Lock still believes he's the guy. So Lenny wanted us to riff on that. I don't really know what else there is to say. But
yeah, Lenny, you got any commentary on that? I know you're kind of our man in the street reporter. He's the guy.
Yeah, he just meant that he felt like the season wasn't over, and he's still the guy to get the job done.
I'm pretty sure he's the guy for. I think what he was saying is he's the guy like in general for like the team's future. Like the cornerstone.
Yeah, unrelated. But he feels the season's not over, even though they're 5-9.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't know what's going on in his brain, but I didn't ask questions. I'm just there to report.
I don't know what's going on. You know your brain.
No. Those are
mashed potatoes in between your ears. You fucking simpleton. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, boys. I'm just reporting.
Unlegalized gambling's getting me heated. All right, it's getting me hot and bothered.
I don't know. I know a guy that lives in New York. But
you know what else got some people hot and bothered was happiest season. Anyway.
For the wrong reasons. Imagine hating someone just because of their own personal like things that they like to do. You know, like what a piece of shit Lenny is. Giants Ravens, boys. I hate this game. I fucking hate this game. I'll say that right now. Lenny, we're gonna need a weather pick, by the way, because that might sway me. I hate that game this much. Giants Ravens. Ravens are laying 11. Total's 45. Week 16. This is gross. That being said, though, Mitchie, I know you're going to bring the heat. You got the right pick, obviously. Your Giants, Ravens, who do you want? Who's going to win? What do you like here?
I tell you what, the Ravens are going to win this game. I think that I could see them blowing them out, but the Giants have been a different team every single week this season. And the Ravens have been up and down too, but they are surging right now. I think that the pick would be Ravens money line. You just would have hoped that it would have been a little bit of a closer spread. So I don't think you really touch one way or the other. I think the Ravens win this game, by 5-10, somewhere around there. What I really do like in this game is the under. The Giants cannot score. The Ravens' MO is to run the football. I think the Ravens jump out early. And it's a messy game. I think maybe a 23-13 type of game that Baltimore wins. So I wouldn't feel great about 11 points. I could see it happening, but I think under for sure. The Giants aren't going to score hardly at all against Baltimore's defense.
I think you actually just swayed me. That's a compelling. I fucking hate this game. I might steal your pick there, Mitchie, or at least one of them. I don't know. Lenny. What's the weather here? Give us the
Yeah. It looks like on Sunday afternoon in Baltimore, it does look like it's gonna be a little chilly, 38 degrees, but 0% chance of rain or snow.
What was the word you were about to say, by the way? There,
rain or snow.
No, it sounded like you were saying. What was that word? Can you say that for us real quick?
Nope. Rain or snow. No chance of rain or snow. Precipitation, yeah.
Oh, he got it. That was
I don't
good.
know what you're talking about over here, man.
No.
And
Can you
clear
say
skies.
precipitation three times in a row. Precipitation. Can you do that for us real quick?
No, go fuck yourself.
Can you real quick? Wow, the
Nope.
disrespect.
I'm trying to get on with the pick and get on with the show. My laptop's about to die here, bud, and I'm gonna go.
You go get a charger. Get a charger.
No, it's way too far away. But yeah, I definitely was swayed a little bit by Mitchy's pick. I do like
Swayed.
You were did you say dissuaded?
No, he was swayed by me.
dissuaded. Dissuaded. Yeah, I do like Ravens -11. Originally, I was going to go with Giants +11, but I was swayed by Mitchy. -11, Ravens, because the Giants freaking are shocking. They were doing good, and now they're just on a cold streak. So it's all about the hot streaks and cold streaks. They're on a cold streak right now.
What part of his
Lenny?
swayed you?
Lenny, so I want to ask you, do you like a lot of points in this game? You like the under?
To be funny, I did originally like the over. Then I looked at a couple scores against the Browns, who were like an okay defense team. They put up 6 points. I don't even know who they played the week before. Not that good a team. Still only put up a touchdown. Just I don't think a lot is going on there. And,
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I was just curious because with the weather, when it's 34 degrees and the ball is hard, you like points.
Yeah.
38 degrees, you like
This is not a weather.
By the way, I love how he's like, yeah, it's gonna be a little chilly this week. It's gonna be a little chilly this week, Mitch. It's only like 6 degrees away from freezing. It's just gonna be a little chilly.
Yes, but you see, the difference between the two is that
4 degrees.
No, the difference is that the Giants can't put up points, whereas the Colts and the Steelers can put up points.
Crazy.
So it doesn't have anything to do with the weather.
A little bit, tiny bit.
It sounds like it's all of it. Based on, let's move on. Where this is dragging. Jesus, boys, do I hate this game? Who the fuck are the Giants? Here's what I will say: the Giants stink. That's who the Giants are. They stink. I took Browns -4.5 on Sunday Night Football. That was easy money. The Giants are not good. I have no idea who's going to show up this week, but I do know the Ravens are officially good, I think, again, because they just fucking massacred. They see these? They put a bunch of those into the Jaguars' forehead. They fucking killed them. They killed him last week. They killed my boy. I think this may be a similar game. 11 points is a lot. You never lay double-digit points in the NFL. This is a gamble. I'm taking the points. I don't love it. The Giants are inept. Mitchy's probably going to say that the Giants are going to man football them and beat up the Ravens. Give me the Ravens. -11. I think this is – I don't like that. You didn't sway me, Mitchy. I take it back. I like my pick better. Ravens, -11. Any commentary on that? We had a little bit of a spat there, boys. A little bit of a spat.
I might say, you said that Mitchy's gonna say the Giants are gonna man football. That's the opposite of what I was saying. I thought that was where the team was going. They looked like after they beat the Seahawks, they look like it's like, hey, it doesn't matter. Colt McCoy. Hell, we could throw Colt Brennan out there. I don't know that name. Hawaii quarterback. I don't care who it is. Grab somebody from, the Walmart service center, put him at quarterback. We'll just hand it to Gallman, smack you in the mouth. Then the next week it's like, oh, they suck again. So I take it back. I can watch the games and have my opinion changed. I might say the Ravens will man football Giants. How's that?
Oh, I like it. That's was what we call a callback to a couple weeks ago when you said the Giants were going to man football the Cardinals. Boys, you're going to want to get a piece of paper up for this one. Nicky Ravioli's hot numbers of the week. We all know that these numbers can change lives. There have been countless stories. Guys, I've made over $100 million the last 3 weeks from these picks. They're hot. They have the ability to transcend time and space. They work in any casino, any sports book. I texted Mr. Ravioli this week. I said, Mr. Ravioli, the fans demand to know, what are your hot numbers of the week? He texted me back, and I'm reading his text right now on my computer here. He goes, Antony, thanks for reaching out. There's just one special number this week. That's 25. You're going to want to jot that down. That's 25. Because Christ our Savior was born on that day. God bless us all. What more can you say, boys? What more can you say? Eagles Cowboys. This is the holy fucking shit. I cannot believe how shitty these fucking NFC East teams are, but they're somehow deep in the playoff race. Game of the week, sponsored by our friends at Southwest Airlines. I like Southwest. I like how you get to pick your seats. That's pretty cool. I don't like those scumbag pieces of shit at Delta. They tell me where I'm going to sit. Go fuck yourself. I want to sit where I want to fucking sit. Cowboys, Eagles, the line here is 2. Eagles -2. The total, 51.5. Mitchy, I know you're looking up some stuff right now. I know you're probably doing some deep analysis, probably on ESPN.com to see what that little meter says. So we're going to go ahead and start with Lenny on this one. Lenny, who do you like in this game? Eagles, Cowboys.
Yeah. So I do like Cowboys +2.5, but I do think the Eagles are going to win outright. And the reason why is I thought the Eagles are just like terrible. Carson Wentz trash. The Eagles are just bad. But Jalen Hurts came in last week. Looks like they got some life in them, and I think it's going to be a close game. Don't get me wrong, for the basically for playoffs. And the Eagles and Jalen Hurts going to come out winning this game, but the Cowboys are going to keep it close.
I swear, every time he opens his mouth, I can't even count. So you're betting, Lenny, just to confirm here, you're betting on of all the possible outcomes, you're betting between a 2-point difference. That's your betting point on this game.
Yes, I think it's going to be a close game, but I do think the Eagles are going to win. Not by 2.5, which is why I'm taking the plus.
They're going to win by 2 or 1.
They're going to win by probably it's going to be 20-21.
I was actually okay. He clarified that.
Yeah, thanks for making me look like a goddamn idiot, Dick.
Well, you are a goddamn idiot. Mitchy, give us the goods here. You can probably clean that up a little bit.
Hey, Antony, by the way, you're a crock of shit.
By the way, okay, can we just address this right now, Mitchy? He said before first and foremost, disrespectful. I would never say something like that to you. But here's what I will say, Mitchy. Before we hit record on this meeting, he goes, hey, Anthony, I'm going to make my saying this show crock of shit. I'm going to call everybody a crock of shit. Hey, Anthony, you're a crock of shit. So do you notice how fucking forced that was, by the way? Did you hear that? Incredible. Man's got the comedic timing of a fucking ran over raccoon on the side of the road. What a fucking...
We got freaking Al Jets joke of the week after this pick.
Yeah, I'm well aware because I'm the one that put the script together, and
whatever.
If you attended our pre-show meetings, you would know. But okay, Mitchy, before this fucking, oh my God, please give us your pick.
I tell you what, it is tough to clean it up after that, and it's tough to clean it up when it's a battle between two teams in the NFC East. My goodness, I'm falling asleep on my computer right now. But for Lenny to tell you that he's going to make that his catchphrase, and then it takes him, 53 minutes before he drops it? Anyway, you know what? I freaking hate this game because I hate both of the teams. I love Andy Dalton. He's, got a spot in my heart, but the Cowboys, they're going to lose this game. I like the Philadelphia Eagles. I think they're a different team with Jalen Hurts. And I think they might have their future quarterback, especially with Doug Peterson, with his style of, like the weird trick play. It works better when there's a guy that can, do a little razzle dazzle, as you would say. And so I think it's going to be a close game. I agree with Lenny there, but I think the Eagles will win. You called me out on my research. I was just checking the upcoming matchups, and it's so funny because the Cowboys, the Eagles, the Washington football team, the Giants, they all have this path where if they win the final 2 games, they might get in. So it's just like, I don't know which team is going to show up and choke and who's going to win these games. It's going to be a wild finish. I will be tuned in. I think the NFC, it's so bad that it's the NFC East. It's appointment television, but I'm going to say Jalen Hurts goes into Dallas, gets his first really big win for the Philadelphia Eagles, and then puts the Washington football team on the spot in Week 17. And they're going to duel it out for the championship, or for the title of that division of championship.
Scale of 1 to 10 in terms of dialing up the heat. How much heat do you think that Jalen Hurts is going to dial up this week, Mitchy?
Oh, my. I'd say 9.7 out of 10 heat. I'd say he's almost Greg Williams heat.
Ooh, that guy, bad guy. He kind of reminds me of a certain
bad
guy.
person.
I'm not going to say who it is. Someone else already compared that guy to a certain person. You know what's crazy about that too? I could go on and off about, Lenny being an anti-Semite. The guy's a known, and this may offend some, but this is just disgusting. The guy's a known Holocaust denier, by the way. I will say that. The guy is nonstop. He's like, oh, what, 6,600,000? What's the difference? What the fuck, Lenny? I'm so sick of getting these fucking voice memos from you 3 times a week. Can you just, the fans deserve to know that at least. What are your thoughts on that?
What's written in the history books is fake.
Wow. Let's change subject to Greg Williams. So Greg, you know what his catchphrase was when they had Bounty Gate? So, he was the guy for Bounty Gate for the Saints.
Yeah.
What he kept saying about Frank Gore. Frank Gore was a running back, beloved running back. Any football fan loves Frank Gore. They were going to play the 49ers in a playoff game, and he kept saying, affect the head. That's what he's coaching his defensive. Affect the head. Hit the head as much as you can. And that fella ended up getting another job and another job in the NFL. It's unbelievable.
I didn't hear a single word.
Sick,
I didn't hear a
disgusting.
single word you just said because I'm still stuck 3 stops back on that bus line.
Yeah.
Can we just go back there for a second, real quick, Lenny? Do you want to clarify those comments, or do you want to hammer those into the
Yeah. So I guess what I was trying to say is history is just what people tend to believe happened, but not necessarily saying that it's right or wrong. You're not saying that it actually happened or didn't happen, but with American history, you hear about things that they want you to hear about in education systems to hear about. It's not again, not saying that it didn't happen, but yeah. Am I in agreement with it? No. Am I saying it happened? No, but it did happen. I wasn't alive for that. We only got history books written by people that want to know or that want to believe us or want to have us believe a certain thing.
Pretty sure there's some cold hard data backing that one up.
Yeah, probably, but yeah. I mean, you tell me, did 9/11 happen?
We're gonna have to save that one for the next episode, boys. That's a doozy.
Talk about erasing your wholesome tweet, Lenny.
Yeah,
Holy
Actually, just
cow.
I can't confirm 9/11 because I was alive during that time, so I can't.
Were you there though?
I was not there, but I saw it before and then after, and big difference.
Okay, the difference, Mitchy. Here's what I want to say. I want to acknowledge that last week I was wrong. All right, I was wrong last week. I still covered because I'm the greatest handicapper of all time. But I did say that Jalen Hurts was going to melt down like a Christmas ice cream cone in Arizona. There's an analogy here, a little ice cream cone that melts. All right. Jalen Hurts looks legit, boys. He's 100 times better than Carson Wentz, a.k.a. a fucking bum. All right. By the way, side note on Carson Wentz. This is going to be a little bit of an emotional pick, boys. This week, this is actual news, unlike Lenny saying like, Drew Lock thinks he's the guy, right? This is actual news. Carson Wentz came out publicly this week and said, hey, I'm not happy with the quarterback situation. I don't want to be a backup. Can you imagine the level of fucking entitlement that piece of shit has? Statistically, Carson, one of the worst quarterbacks of the season, maybe all fucking time. If anyone's ever seen an Eagles game, holy Christ, that team no offense. Insane. Imagine being that entitled. How about you earn your fucking job, Carson? Do your job. You're the $100 million man. You're whining about things. Oh my gosh. Antony does not like handouts, folks. That's what I'm going to say. Grow up. Here's what I'm going to say, boys. That Eagles D is ferocious. The offense is slightly, if the offense is even slightly on this week, this is an easy one. Here's what I'm going to say, boys. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fight. I think that's the song. Give me the Eagles, -2. I fucking love those birds. That being said, Philadelphia, city of scumbags. We got a little, this is, by the way, my favorite part of the week. We got Lenny's trivia, math, spelling, and of course the coveted Lenny's joke of the week.
Lenny,
all right?
Lenny.
Lenny, we're gonna have to go ahead and keep your hands up for at least the next 60 seconds or so before we
There we
get.
go. I'm on my game.
Cool. What's the capital of Vermont?
I could not tell you.
Do you want to maybe give it again?
Is it Burlington?
No.
Vermont. Yeah, don't know.
I'm gonna give you a hint.
Montpelier.
Okay, Montpelier. Nice.
He got it. That was a good guess. Montpelier. Didn't know that. He's an unpatriotic piece of shit. Imagine not knowing, Mitchy, the capital of Vermont. Like, how embarrassing is that? As a little side note on that, we just said the word embarrassing. Hands up, Lenny. Follow basic instructions here. I need you to go and spell embarrassment.
EMBARRSM. EMBAR. Embarrassment.
So you said it's 7 different fucking segments. You want to maybe string those together for like the actual word? No, hands up, you piece of shit.
Okay.
God damn it. You do this every fucking time. Like, I'm not going to see it. Embarrassment.
EMB. I'm looking up, so I can't even tell. EMBARRM. Bear. Nope, maybe one R.
Put the fucking word together.
EMBARESSEMENT. Final answer.
No.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Mitch, do you have any math questions for him? I need a break. Any math or spelling or any? I know you've been working on your spelling, right, Mitchy?
Yeah. I would say spell nauseated.
Nauseated?
Nauseated.
Like nausea?
No,
Ignaus.
nauseated. Yeah.
Is that like the past tense of it?
Is that not a word? Nauseating?
No, do nauseated.
I've never heard this word before, so pass.
No, you don't get to pay. It's a fucking word.
Hey,
Nauseating is for sure a word.
Yeah,
Go nauseating.
Okay. NAUSATING.
No, and we gave him nausea for the fans. We gave him nausea before the show.
Appreciate it.
Covered that it's EA. So my fault on being just a dumb kid there. If nauseated is not a word.
Anthony, quick question for you. Capital West Virginia.
No, this is not.
Come on. Nope. If you're the patriotic god that you think you are.
No, it's not. There's a time and a place. Do you understand? Do you have an ounce of professionalism for show business in your body?
Come on.
Here's what I'm gonna need you to do though, real quick for us though, Lenny. 12 plus 39 plus 28. What's that number, bud?
So 12 plus 39, right?
Yes, I just said it 2 seconds ago.
And then what was it? Okay, and then what was
39 plus 28.
The final answer is gonna be 80.
No.
One off, Lenny.
How? Super close.
How? 12 plus 29 is 50. Oh, shoot. I was doing 52, not 51. Damn it.
Here you go. How about he goes, how? How? I don't know, maybe basic arithmetic. That's how.
By the way, nauseated is the past tense. I can't believe I let you make me question. He's like, that's not a word. I'm like, wait, am I dumb? Nope.
How about this? Let's give one more. We're beating up on him a little bit. We'll give him one more spelling.
Mitchy, real quick. Spell refrigerator for me.
I don't think he understands.
Refrigerator.
Yep.
Okay. REFRIGERATOR.
That is correct. That's
good.
Oh Christ. Lenny, last one for you real quick here. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and spell. Last week we did conscientious. This week I'm gonna need you to do conscience.
CON. SOUS? I know that's wrong. I know that's wrong. So you're
he throws SOUS. I hope the fans get a kick out of this, but even if they don't, it just,
I don't give a shit.
Makes us laugh. It makes me laugh way too much. It has to keep happening.
Since Minchie's a good sport, maybe Anthony can answer your question.
There's no H in my name. No, we're behind.
Anthony, 9 cubed. 9 cubed real quick.
We're behind.
9 cubed?
How do you not understand? Give us a joke.
I've added it to the segment. I'm calling the shots.
Is that 729?
I think that's right.
I have no idea. It could be.
You don't know. I love how he asked.
Hey, do it real quick. I want to figure out.
9 times 9 is 81. 81 times 9. Yeah, it's 729. Sounds about right.
Sure? Yep, 729.
Yeah, I love how he asked the math question. I knew how.
Yeah, that's right, Lenny. Only one beer tonight. I'm on it.
Yeah, unlike Lenny, who's just an alcoholic. Anyways, Lenny, give us your joke of the week. Let's power through this.
All right, Lenny's.
He's adding 6 new segments of every fucking episode.
Lenny's joke of the week.
Yes, that's what I just said.
Thanks. What do you call alcohol that play, or what would you name alcohol that plays basketball? Like, what would the name of it be? Tequila O'Neal.
Okay. That's a
Like Shaquille O'Neal, like
what's his
Shaquille
name?
O'Neal, like
No.
tequila. Come on,
What was his name?
Shaquille.
Shaquille?
Shaquille O'Neal, like Tequila O'Neal. I thought it was freaking hilarious. You guys were just dumb and don't get my jokes. For the fans, give me a thumbs up if you like it.
Promise no one's
Where are they thumbs up in that?
Yeah.
I
They
know,
go
like-
thumbs up. Degenerates +3 on the Next Gen Degen Sports Network. Make sure you like and
Like,
subscribe, boys.
subscribe,
Like,
like, subscribe.
Yeah, and I'll take all the credit
Subscribe,
for
resubscribe.
Like and subscribe. 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 Like and
We're getting off the routes here. It's almost past my
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty
bedtime.
toasted, boys. I had a couple beers at dinner. Rams and Seahawks.
Lenny.
Rams and Seahawks, boys.
Real quick, I'll go through. I'll rip my pick here. Rams are playing at Seattle.
What?
Rams are an LA team. They're used to the warmth. It is going to be not too chilly, but it's 47 in Seattle. A little rain, which Seattle's used to. So I do think that's going to favor them a little bit. And the Seahawks are -1. I like that. Actually, no, just kidding. Rams +1. The Seahawks are playing booty hole right now. And I don't think they put the pieces together before Sunday.
Tell you, I love when Lenny makes his picks. He's just all over the board. He makes his picks on the live. That's great.
Yep.
Mitchie, why don't you give us your? Oh, by the way, this is the Preppy Bets Bet of the week. By the way,
Oh,
sponsored by
and-
Preppy Bets.
To add in, I do like the over in that game. Do you like the over?
Do you know what the total is in that game?
Yeah, 47.5.
Cool. I like it. That's great. Preppy Bets. Make sure you follow Preppy Bets on Instagram. He makes me way more money than I deserve to make. Mitchie. Rams Seahawks.
Yeah, so Lenny said something to the effect of the Seahawks aren't playing well, or they're playing like poo right now. Was it pooperoo? They've won 4 of their last 5, including a 40-point drubbing of the New York Jets. By the way, the same New York football Jets that just needed to lose to save their franchise, and the Rams lost to them. Give me the Seahawks at home. One thing I don't like about this game is one thing I don't like about this game is that the Rams just had that huge letdown. So it's like Sean McVay's going to wake them up, but these two teams are very evenly matched, usually close when they play each other, at least over the past 4 or 5 times. Last time Seahawks went to LA, lost by a touchdown, close game. This time they are going to smack the Rams, but not really smack them. They're going to win by like a field goal. It'll be a close one, but give me the Rams. Or give me the Seahawks in a game to go 11-4. Even though Lenny said they suck, they will now be 5 of their last 6 and 11-4 football team in the NFL. I think they're doing okay.
I like it. Guys, I have no clue who's going to win this game, but I do know this. Preppy's going to pick this one right. Am I allowed to hold off on this game and not make a pick until Preppy tells me what to do 10 minutes before kickoff? Is that allowed?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. That's fine. That's fair. I love the Rams in this one, boys. The Rams are going to win this football game. They're frisky, and it's the perfect play. They just beat up on the Seahawks earlier in the season, like you said, Mitchie, and that line, it's deflated. It's deflated because of the Jets debacle last week. Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams. I want the Rams in this game. That's a winning pick right there. Let's move on. Lenny, do you have any more dumb shit that's not worth reporting, by the way?
Yeah, Jacksonville officially sucks.
So that's not real. That's just a subjective. Like, what can you give us something that's like a
Okay. Jacksonville is out of the playoffs.
Cool, thank you. Titans Packers. This is the ultimate, by the way, childish humor, childish team name game of the week. You got the Tits, you got the Fudge Packers. This is my kind of humor, gents. This is my kind of humor. Lenny, kick us off here. Titans Packers. If you just wanted to.
Yeah, dude, don't worry.
Pulling up.
Greatness takes time to brew, okay?
Yeah, you're
Diamonds
Googling.
form and pressure, and they take a while to form here. So, it is gonna be definitely a cold game in Green Bay this week coming up. Okay, as I'm pretty sure has a huge effect on the Tits. Okay, the Tits hate the cold. Tits get nippy when they get cold. Okay, and yeah, I'm thinking Green Bay -3.
Okay, it's 3.5. So.
And Same difference.
Yeah. So clearly, since Lenny doesn't want to take this pick serious, Mitchy, if you just wanted to maybe add a little touch of class to this pick, that'd be great.
Yeah, little class. Gotcha. Coming right up. This is a game I'm excited to watch, fellas. This is going to be a good game. I like the Titans to cover the 3.5 because although Lenny seems to think that it getting cold is going to affect the Titans, keep in mind they're not playing in LA. They're not playing in they're not in Miami, right? Now I'm not saying that it's freezing cold all the time in Nashville, but if they played in Nashville this week, I don't know. It would get a little chilly there too, right? It's playoff weather. And you know who benefits? A team that's coached by a hard ass like Mike Vrabel, okay? And a team that has an absolute tank that they can just keep handing the ball to. The only reason why I don't like the Titans to smack the Packers is because Aaron Rodgers has been absolutely MVP, tip-top, unbelievable, like sickeningly good form. So I think the Packers will still win, but by a field goal because the Titans are going to pound it down their throats, and it's going to be very close. Titans plus 3.5.
Ooh, I like that pick. You kind of stole my pick there, Mitch. You stole the little bopperoo there. I've been going back and forth on this game, boys. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I like the Packers, but I also like the Titans, boys. I think the Packers are a little bit overrated. I think the Packers are absolutely destined for a meltdown. It's the Packer way, all right? It's the Packer way to melt down. Plus, it's just me or has Aaron Rodgers been kind of a douchebag lately? His interviews and stuff, he's just kind of like,
always.
Yeah, he's just got a stupid face. I do like the guy though, but in all the interviews, the tone he's got, were so good. I don't know, maybe it's just me. He just thinks he's all that in a bag of chips. Act like you've been there before, man. No one's gonna want to tackle Derrick Henry in this game, boys. The guy's an absolute fucking sledgehammer. Both teams are hot right now, but I got a weird feeling, and I got a bold prediction. Titans money line, and I want Titans plus 3.5 as well. Doubling up on this one. I got a good feeling about the tits this week. I got a good feeling about the tits. I think the Packers are going to implode in this game. I think it might be close, but I think the Titans pull it out at the end. That's the main slate there, boys. We're at the most crucially awaited part of the, what wanted part of the show. The part of the show that's crucially wanted. Mortal Locks, all right? By the way, last week's Mortal Locks, 1-0. Lenny, 0-1, Steelers minus 12.5. And then Mitchy, 1-1. All-time Mortal Locks before we just unleash the fever picks on the fans. I'm 4-1. This season on Mortal Locks. I'm a champion. Lenny, we were toe-to-toe because you kept stealing my picks all the entire season. Guess what? You lost last week. You're 3-2 on the season. Mitchy, 2-4. Not great. But you can redeem yourself. I got a good feeling about it. And then celebrity shots this season, 0-1. Rest in peace, Billy Blanks. Mitchy, I know you're gonna bring you've got a 1-0 or a 2-0 this week. I've got a feeling. Who is the mortal lock this week?
Yeah, mortal lock this week. You brought it up at the top of the show. I'm a big time totals guy.
Ooh.
Mortal lock of the week is the over Atlanta Falcons, Kansas City Chiefs. Points. Matt Ryan is electric to watch. He looks like he's in Super Bowl form, and then he turns around and he sacks himself and he fumbles. I don't know what to expect, but they're going to get some points. He's hitting Calvin Ridley for a touchdown, maybe 2. And I'm not just saying that because he's on my fantasy team, but there's going to be a lot of points.
You're saying that exclusively.
Atlanta will put up, 20 to 27 points somewhere in there. And the Chiefs will put up 20 to 27 points twice in 2 different 3-minute segments during this game. 45-31 Chiefs.
I love it. That's a great pick. I love that pick right there. Boys, if I can go second here, I got a little introduction for this pick. I got a little, the Paisan family, the serenades with the guitars, the trumpets and the Saints coming home and all that stuff, right? I got a little pick here for you. You're going to recognize the song as soon as I play it. Listen to this, boys. Let's go, Buffalo. Bills I fucked up the ending there. I will say this: the city of Buffalo is a piece of shit team. It's a piece of shit city. They got a great football team, and that's a great fight song. That's a phenomenal fight song. Buffalo, Buffalo, Buffalo. -7. The Pats stink. Buffalo's been bullied by these scumbags for 2 fucking decades. These assholes, their time is coming. It's retribution time. The Bills are going to fucking bury them this week. This is the lock of the century, boys. Final score, the Bills are going to beat the Pats by more than 7. That's the final fucking score. Mortal lock of the week. Lenny, I know you're about to bring the heat. You've got a great pick coming. What's your mortal lock of the week, buddy?
Yeah, so Antony was talking with me before the show. He was like, he's trying to get my mortal lock out of me. He's
I'm just gonna stop him right there because he
has an uncanny way of saying Anthony.
Well, that's unrelated.
When he says it correctly, repeating it 3 times and being like, "Wait,
bold face."
Antony. Okay, Antony.
Bold face.
Antony called me and. Yeah, he was like, dude, what's your mortal lock? I got to know for the show. And he was just trying to pull it out of me. And I'm like, dude, you got to wait till the show. But I promise you, I did not tell him. Nor did he tell me what his pick was. And I put in the chat. As soon as he started playing the song, I knew immediately what it was. I was like, you got to be kidding me. We got the same mortal lock again this week. I love the Bills -7, only because I'm a huge Bills fan. Hate the Pats. And they did not. The Pats did not stand a chance playing with the freaking Buffalo Bills with where they're at right now.
Hey, Lenny, which part of that game on Saturday did you like most? What stood out to you most?
The part where they won the AFC Championship. That part. Or sorry, the division.
So you just checked the box score when you got home?
Yeah, basically something like that. But I do promise that being a longtime Bills fan, hate the Pats. Not a fan of them. They're not friends of the show. And they're just gonna freaking beat them and bring back those.
You think you'll watch this one?
Huh? By the way, Antony and Mitchy, this was the one write-up I did do for the show.
Did you already do it, or?
Yeah, I already did it. Yep, already did it. Yep.
Oh.
So it was something that was pre-done, and like I said, I don't know how Antony always finds what my mortal locks are. But I don't know. Somehow we might be shared collabs.
What was that word?
on documents. I don't know. He might be looking at my picks. I don't know. He's maybe wiretapped my laptop.
By the way, I love how he started.
Wiretapped his laptop.
I don't know what you call it. Broken my laptop, stole my picks. Was like, damn, that's a good pick. I gotta take it for the show. And do you see how he's like, hey, I'm gonna go first? That he has like no rebuttal for me. When it's like, now I look like the bad guy in the situation, and instead of vice versa, that's why I couldn't. He was like, all right, and you know how every show is like me and then you, Mitchy, and then me, and then he always went last. This one, he's like, oh, let me go right after Mitchy before Lenny.
Multiple weeks.
See, I kind of like switching it up here.
I switch it up every.
You do, but the whole show it's myself or you, then the other one, and then Antony, and then next one it's you, then me, then Antony, and then next one is myself, you, Antony. So I don't know where it came from. Where it's like I'm just gonna go next.
It smells like mediocrity. That's what it smells like. I will say this, Mitch. I love how he had this very compelling argument. He's like, I'm gonna lead. He's giving us this sales pitch, and he's like, now that being said, I didn't tell him, and he didn't tell me. But like that was his entire argument, was that I somehow stole his pitch. I know. I'm just like,
dude. I don't know how you do it. I literally, I don't know.
You don't know how I do it because I don't do it. That's how I don't do it.
Okay, but that's weird that we have the same picks. And I, before the show, wrote up as you always ask for. Do it right before the game, man. Do the right before the game. I was like, I can at least get the mortal lock done. I didn't say that to you, but I can. I got one write up done for the show. Like I said, I had some of them done.
Sounds like it's settled here, fellas.
Yeah, it sounds like it's settled.
Sounds like Anthony's a crock of shit.
There it is again. Okay.
That was a little bit better.
Yeah, that was actually, I'll give you that. Solid episode, boys. This might be our worst yet. Mitchy, the Twitchy Mitchy. Where can the people find you? Because let me just before you do a little plug here. I wasn't sure if there was a way for us to have a more anticlimactic. The music was great. I thought the music pick was good. I love my energy. I don't know if we could have had a more anticlimactic ending to that. So, Lenny, you're the worst. Mitchy,
by the way, for the fans,
okay. Yep.
Lenny, so myself and Antony are going to start playing a little Madden. Antony's going to get his ass beat, and I think I don't have all the.
We're in the middle of Mitchy's plug right now.
Yes, but we're plugging this in because we're.
Do you think before you talk by chance? Like, clearly not. Holocaust, right?
And I'm just saying, for fans, if they want to get some sports gambling,
I'm gonna get to that in just a second. In just a second, I'm gonna get to that. Mitchy the Twitchy. By the way, Mitchy, did you know? By the way, this is pretty cool. Me and Lenny, we're gonna be doing some Madden tournaments, baby. It's gonna be a blast. I know you're gonna commentate them. You're gonna host them. Can you give us a little bit of the Mitchy Twitchies on
that? Yeah. So that's disrespectful, Lenny. Come on, man. Play-by-play Mitch on Twitch. I will say for my fans on there that have not been as active, busy time at work, holidays, no excuses though, even though there's just a couple of excuses. But I really enjoy doing the play-by-play by Cincinnati teams. I might be able to. I'll be keeping you guys posted next episode. Might be able to do January 3rd, little Bengals-Ravens action. All right. That could be important for the Baltimore football team. Okay. Should be interesting. So I might be doing that. I'll be doing a lot more Cincinnati Bearcats basketball as well as we start to, get into January. I'll probably do some NFL playoff games here and there. And most importantly, we're going to get it all set up. We got to work it out with our tech guys, Antony and Lenny, playing some Madden against each other, doing play-by-play of that. That will be
electric. By the way, Lenny, what were the 2 results of the last 2 Madden games we played?
I can't recall, to be honest. It was a little while ago, so my memory's not the best. Yeah, my memory's not the best.
Was there a 46-17 in there?
Yeah, no, I know because
to be fair, Madden is the worst game I've ever. Madden's the worst game I've ever made.
So I just want to point out, yesterday I beat him 46-7. By the way, Mitchy, the 7 points he scored were from a pick 6 from me. So I gave basically 46-0, 0 offensive production. Then the next game we played, Raiders, you're going to love this. Raiders, Packers. He had a 9-point overall differential on me. Lenny threw 4 picks that game, 3 of which were in the red zone when he was at my 10-yard line or less. 3 picks deep in the red zone. At the end of the game, he was marching. He's about to beat me. Throws 4 straight incompletions at the 10-yard line. And by the way, half of his 13 points were also a pick 6 for me, and he missed the extra point. He's so fucking bad at Madden.
Mitchy, before we do move on,
63-20 in 2 games.
I do want to just point out that Antony is still a crock of shit. Okay.
Great commentary. Cool. Value-added content. That's what we expect out of our good boy Lenny.
Yes.
Here's the thing, folks. I know Christmas is coming up here. You need a Christmas gift. You need a Chanukah gift. You need yourself a little New Year's Eve, little Valentine's Day gift, right? I'm selling the goods. You're going to want to send an email to Degenerates +3. Spell it all out. Degenerates +3 @gmail.com. Spell that out. And give me your money. Cash App is Antony Paisan. There's no H in my fucking name, as Lenny just cool. So quiet. There's no H in my name. You're gonna want to go ahead and Cash App me, give me your money, because I'm gonna gamble it and make me more money. All right. But also, if you want to get yourself a little headshot, a little body shot, I'm still making them. We're almost sold out. By the way, boys, I think we open up a merch shop for the Degennies out there. We'll start selling some T-shirts, maybe some custom rings. I don't know. We can figure something out, right? We can flag. Ooh. Either way, give me your money. If you want to do a little Zoom hangout, a little custom video, headshots, hand signed stuff from your hosts with the most, Antony Paisan, you're going to want to go ahead and do that ASAP. Any extra commentary, by the way, follow Lenny on Twitter, LJetsBBF. Any extra commentary this episode, boys, before we wrap this puppy up?
I'd say a Merry Christmas to you and yours.
And for mine and mice to use in yours.
Not sure if mine's the word, but